G'day and welcome to another edition of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I'm reviewing this beer here, Asahi Super Dry. This is the Japanese version, and for the third and final time I will be comparing it to the Australian version, just like I did with Kirin and Sapporo. Two 500ml cans. This one is the Japanese version, this one is the Australian version. Both are 5% ABV. This Japanese one, have a look at this top. So I won't be cracking it on camera because I'm going to get Mrs. Hef to crack them, pour it into a schooner glass, and then I'll do a blind taste test of sorts and a comparison like I did with the other two. After you crack it, you pull the whole top off. So if you want to, you can drink it straight out of the can like so. Anyway, we'll get that done and we'll get on with the taste test. See you in a moment. Okay, here we are. Two schooners, both Asahi, one Australian, one Japanese. Let's have a look. The one over here seems to have more carbonation. They're both, I would say, a light golden colour, very clear. This one over here, as you can see, has a larger head, around 2 fingers, but quite large in terms of bubbles, so I think it's going to dissipate. This one a little bit tighter, might hang around. Let's go in for the aroma. Yeah, not a whole lot there, just a faint grainy smell. If you watched my other Japanese lager videos, the Asahi, the Australian brewed one at least, was my least favourite out of Kirin, Sapporo and Asahi. Let's see if the Japanese one can make me change my mind. This one, similar, but maybe it's just got a little bit more aroma. Not different in terms of the aromas that I'm getting. It's still that cereal grain type aroma. It's just a little bit more prominent, I guess. All right, let's go in for a taste. Cheers. Light in body. I think it's the least sweet, the least malty out of the three Japanese lagers. Not much hop presence. It's a dry finish. Just it's pretty light in terms of flavour. It's just a light grain flavour. Yeah. All right, let's try this one. Yeah, the head has dissipated. Oh, this might have a bit more to it. Forgot to bring the water to cleanse the palate again. It's still light in terms of body, still a dry finish, minimal bitterness with both of them. I just feel like there's a little bit more to that one. Maybe a touch more body in here. Nah, the difference is negligible in terms of body. They're pretty similar. I feel like this one's a little bit cleaner and a little bit crisper. I mean, they're both light, they're both refreshing, they're both sessionable. The price point, I did forget to mention in the Sapporo video that the Japanese can the same price as a Kurinichiban, bought in Japan for 283 yen, which at the time of filming equates to $2.83 Australian. Remarkable for a 500ml can of 5% beer. This Asahi, and that's what she looks like when you take the top off, so you can drink like so. This one was 292 yen, or $2.92 Australian. So still remarkably cheap compared to what you're paying in Australia. You'd be looking at least $6 for a 500ml can of Asahi, commonly found in the 330ml bottles. You don't see these quite as often. All right, well, which one's which? Like the other two, I must say these Japanese lagers, the Australian versions, are much closer to the Japanese counterparts compared to some of the European beers and the American beers. They're much closer. So although we're not getting the real thing, it's a reasonable facsimile, especially compared to, as I said, those examples from other parts of the world. This is smoother. It's smoother, it's cleaner, and it's a little bit crisper in the finish. I prefer this one, which makes me think that it's the Japanese version. Let's have a look. We've gone for the old piece of paper blue tacked on the bottom like I did with the other two. And let's see what she says. All right. Again, J for Japan. So in my opinion, again, unsurprisingly, again to me, the Japanese version is superior. But as I said, the Australian version over here, it's reasonably close. It's not the same. There's definitely a difference. It's not quite as good in my opinion, but it's not bad. And if you're here in Australia, that's all we've got. You just can't get the Japanese brewed version here in Australia. If I had to give the Japanese one a score, again, probably not quite as good as the Sapporo or the Kirin in my opinion, but hey, it's not bad for what it is, a dry, refreshing 5% lager. I'd give it a 3 or a 3.5 out of 5. Once again, before I go, shout out to Freddie, my brother. Thanks for picking these beers up. I have enjoyed drinking all of them, and especially being able to do the comparison with the Australian brewed version. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time on Hef's Beer Reviews.